Okay, so it seems that there's been a pretty crazy situation going on with the VTuber Mint Fantome. Now, if you don't know, we've talked about her quite a bit, especially in regards to a lot of the V-Shoujo situation. She hasn't exactly been having the best time with that kind of stuff, with a lot of her dreams kind of getting crushed with everything over at V-Shoujo. But it seems like some things are getting even worse for her over at YouTube. Now, if you don't know, we've covered quite a lot on the streaming/video platforms of how bad a lot of the moderation and stuff is, especially towards VTubers. And it seems like YouTube are doing it this time with this one post coming out from Mint, essentially, yeah, causing a pretty big storm online at the moment. And yeah, she just puts and this was in response to a post earlier saying my stream got age restricted. Is it because I said I love gambling too much? Obviously it says, what we found, your content was age restricted because of our sale of regulated goods policy. Content that depicts or promotes certain regulated goods and services like online gambling may be age restricted, which is pretty insane, right? And obviously then she goes on to say, says it looks like, it looks like this video didn't follow the community guidelines to help keep our community safe. We removed it from YouTube. And that was the email that she got. And essentially, if you don't know, most of the time, if you do get a community guideline violation, often it comes with a strike, and obviously it's a 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing. And yeah, you get your channel taken down if you get to that 3rd strike. My channel is actually not this one, but my main channel has actually had that one time before, whenever I had a couple of like copyright issues, I'm pretty sure, with my shorts, like literally like years ago. I don't have any strikes on my channel anymore because they kind of disappear over time. But I did get to a point where I had 2 strikes on the channel for 2 kind of copyright things, which was kind of interesting. And yeah, it was very close to having your channel taken down, which is quite scary. Even having one isn't exactly the best of times for a lot of people, right? Because it's people's entire livelihoods and things like that that are being affected. And obviously she goes on to talk about it a little bit more, saying I now have an active warning on my channel. So yeah, it seems like she has been striked for this, saying and the timestamp they sent is literally me promoting where it showed me promoting links to online gambling is literally me making baby noises. YouTube, please properly review this. Now, I can't play this video obviously due to the fact of if this is being restricted, then obviously it might get restricted on my channel if it does it. But yeah, essentially she is doing some kind of game that I'm unsure if there's any actual gambling within the game. I'm assuming there is, but again, there is no kind of promotion or anything, and it does seem like a completely false strike, right? And they've even tagged YouTube and YouTube creators down here saying this kind of stuff. Again, I don't know if they've replied. No, usually they're really quick with replying to this kind of stuff, but they haven't at the moment. Obviously people have been kind of talking about it down here, saying since this from community guidelines, I think is gone for good, sadly, but for any wisps not on the Mint cord, someone uploaded the VOD there if you wanted to watch it. Says yeah, it doesn't even show up in my video list anymore. So obviously, yeah, a lot of people that wanted to watch the stream or whatever, or the VOD back, they cannot watch it anymore because the video is gone. People have been talking about this over on virtual YouTubers as well, saying Mint Fantome gets YouTube strike and VOD deleted for mouth noises while playing a roguelike game that includes a slot machine. They say YouTube first age restricted, then deleted her VOD and gave her an account strike for promoting regulated goods, i.e. gambling. Mint was playing Clover Pit, a game which includes a slot machine but no real money is involved. Slot machines or games of chance show up in many games, and many content creators have streamed or done videos on the game, which yeah is true. Again, lots of people have played this one particular game, but also you think about like the entirety of like gacha gaming, right? How if this stuff like this is being taken down and it's supposed to be legitimate, how are gacha game channels getting away with it? How is my gacha game channel getting away with it? Because that is also technically gambling, right? And they aren't taking those ones down, so surely that means that this shouldn't be taken down either, when arguably this game has less monetary involvement than a gacha game does, which I think is obviously very, very interesting. They say also even YouTube's not yet in place strengthened policies would be to only age restrict the video anyway. So what they're saying is, I'm assuming what they're saying is the fact that if a video does get found to be breaking this one kind of community guideline, whatever, usually they would just age restrict the video. They wouldn't strike it or take it down. There wouldn't be any reason to. They would just age restrict it for, you know, obviously people over 18, I'm guessing, who can gamble in the first place, right? They say to add to this, this timestamp and clip YouTube is provided as evidence shows Mint not only interacting with slots, but not even looking at the fake slot machine. She is just making random mouth noises when looking at in-game items to buy. YouTube's automated systems are getting ridiculous, and things like this, without increasingly rare human intervention, have real impact on YouTubers' livelihoods, putting them under the threat of suspension, which is 100% true. You know, YouTubers and VTubers and everybody who interacts on the platform, right, have a really big issue at the moment whenever it comes to support. Support on YouTube is rubbish. It's terrible. You know, for a lot of partners, right, some people used to get partner managers and stuff, but that doesn't happen anymore, right? And I think a lot of the support for, you know, bigger creators and even smaller creators as well, especially smaller creators, to be fair, you know, they do not get any kind of help whatsoever from YouTube, and the only way they can do it is by calling them out on Twitter and then @ing Team YouTube and @ing YouTube creators, and then finally they might respond, but even then you're not guaranteed that they're going to fix the issue. There is no actual support network for YouTube, for you know, YouTubers and VTubers and whoever, right, to actually talk to a real person and be like, hey, this is wrong, can we fix this, and actually have a conversation with them so they can fix it, rather than obviously, yeah, hoping that the bot can get it right, and if it doesn't, well, oh well, you've got a strike on your channel and your whole entire livelihood could be gone, right? And I think that is pretty ridiculous how this is still something in place, and it's something that's happening even more and more and more. You know, we know with pretty much every single website that requires a customer support service, they're moving away from using real people, even if it's just outsourced to other countries, right? I don't even care, as long as I'm speaking to a real person that can do it and can actually do their job. It's fine, like, do it, like, sure, whatever, right? But as soon as it starts to move into like AI and like chat bots and things like that, which are kind of taking over things, then it starts to get frustrating because they don't understand what you need and what needs to be fixed. And a lot of the time they give you pre-generated answers, which might not be very good in your specific issue, like Mint is having right now. It said time to download her entire YouTube channel just in case. It said, yeah, it's crazy it's come to this, but none of these platforms can be trusted. They fix slot machines, oh no, it could be corrupting the youth. However, we must be fairer to people doxing, harassing, or worse, else we wouldn't be fair. The YouTube is a joke for platform anymore. I wish her a speedy account recovery because this is ridiculous, especially given how many pseudo gambling roguelikes exist on the platform. There are too much, but hey, give us the money to peddle FanDuel and DraftKings casino ads to everyone, and it's all right. So do you know what's funny is that in the country I'm in, there's a public holiday just for horse racing gambling, Lamau, which obviously, yeah, a lot of people bringing up the points, you know, obviously YouTube themselves take a lot of advertising from these kind of companies, but as soon as a YouTuber makes a video even kind of mentioning it, and Mint doesn't even mention kind of gambling that much at all, like in terms of like real life, you know, she does in terms of the game, but obviously, yeah, YouTube is still taking these adverts, but taking down videos that talk about it, which I think is kind of crazy. People say it sucks that there aren't alternatives to YouTube. Somehow Twitch is even worse. And yeah, people saying you've been quite late to the party. The decision has actually been reversed and the VOD has been restored hours ago already. So thank goodness, but what the hell, YouTube? So again, obviously that is a good kind of update here, and thank God YouTube actually did something about it. But again, I do think it is still a big issue that a lot of people are still facing. Now, Mint is obviously a really, really big VTuber, so she is going to get that attention from YouTube. But just imagine all of the smaller creators going through some smaller issues, or not smaller issues, similar issues, sorry, like this. You can tell how bad it is and how bad YouTube is at actually reimbursing this kind of stuff. You know, said, OMG, they actually listened to my appeal. VOD is back up, said the warning is gone too, yippee. So obviously, yeah, it seems like she did get her strike removed, but at the end of the day, I do think it is pretty ridiculous that, you know, it even happened in the first place. YouTube's bots should not be taking down this kind of stuff, especially considering it is just a game. But I am glad that obviously she managed to get it back up. And, you know, people, yeah, are pretty happy about this. Said, thank goodness, but what the hell, YouTube? Said the beauty of AIs. That YouTube is very good about reversing wrongful strikes after you appeal them, which is kind of true, but at the end of the day, it's not fully true. Again, coming from someone who has had them before, they do not, you know, they don't listen to the appeals that well. Now, sure, sometimes they do. For example, in Mint's case, they did listen quite well, but again, I've had strikes that are still stuck despite me doing completely nothing wrong. And I think many other people have also experienced that too, even despite appealing it and everything like that. And I think, you know, despite, you know, obviously Mint getting her account back up and getting the videos back up, I think it still does present an issue over at YouTube in terms of, you know, accounts being taken down and a lot of people, you know, that are not actually getting this kind of treatment. And I think at the end of the day, it is still pretty terrible, right? And I think that, you know, hopefully they can sort it out and something can be done. Because again, I do believe in YouTube that they can do something a little bit better. Unlike Twitch, I feel like Twitch is kind of cooked. But still, I just thought I'd give you that little bit of information, especially with the whole story that came after it. Thank God they did kind of reimburse the video, or not reimburse, but re-upload the video, and now people can go and watch it. But again, it is just something to be wary of because, you know, there's many other situations where this could have gone much worse. For example, with like multiple videos, like if it gets striked multiple times, then obviously that can be a big issue too. That could instantly take down a VTuber or a YouTuber's channel, like almost instantly, because it gets those 3 strikes and they're out, which is pretty insane. And yeah, it is pretty scary because again, it can all just kind of go like that. And yeah, it's just something to be wary of. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game Subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off again. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.